Troy, so how would you assess the performance? Obviously, getting a point on the road is at least a point is paramount.
Yeah.
Under the conditions, but how would you look at things overall?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think defensively we were really sound, and that's not just because we had a clean sheet. I think it's because the guys were really committed to getting behind the ball, trying to frustrate Nashville, and we recognize how good they are, not only with how they attack, but how good their home form is. I mean, they score a lot of goals in general, but a lot of goals at home. So just given, some of the personnel that we had to rotate in tonight, I thought it was a lot of really good opportunities for a number of guys, and they showed quite well. We needed to be really organized, and I thought we were organized on the night. I think clearly, we don't create very many chances, and that's something that we're aware of. And with Christian out and Baji out, these are things that we're aware of. But we also had a couple moments that we could have stolen all 3 points. And I told the guys after the match, I understand we want more in the game, but at the same time, it just shows a lot about the individual personalities in the group. Really selfless group, stick together, and grind it out. And I thought this is a very, very good point on the road.
And in terms of the lineup and substitutions, I imagine you're looking back at minutes played
Yes.
over the last few weeks, but also to a big Open Cup game coming.
That's right. Well, that was part of the thought process. Is both of those ideas that you just mentioned. One, I think a lot of these guys have played a lot of minutes, and then two, we have to manage guys through this period of time, and we have a home match in a competition that I told you we were going to take very seriously. So we want to make sure the guys are fresh on Wednesday as well.
Jackson gets a start. Was
Yeah.
that the plan, just to go a half, or did you
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
monitor what he was?
Yeah, I thought, and that was a really good 45 minutes for him. But that was definitely the plan going into the match, and really pleased for Jackson.
And how did he come out of it? Okay.
Really good. Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah. And then getting Kojima and Herrera in there later impacts the match, but also allows them Wednesday
Yes,
perhaps
and
to
Kai.
start.
And Kai, yeah. All those guys, they save a little bit tonight, even though they put a ton into the match.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely manage them through Wednesday.
Luis was pretty good in goal.
Yeah, I mean, Luis has been solid, and I talked a lot about him against New York City and his performance, but now he's put back-to-back performances like that together that really just not only keep us in the match, but are big-time performances.
Yeah. And he do you know why everyone was booing him? Could you figure that out?
I'm not sure.
I
have no idea.
Something?
No idea.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah. Let's see, what else was there?
Can I ask about just game management?
Yeah.
I think I was, we kind of faced some sustained pressure towards the end, and it seemed like everyone stayed really compact and really disciplined. Can you talk a little bit on that? Maybe that hasn't always been the case, but.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, I think that's something we've been trying to work on in general, and I've said this many times. Ultimately, it comes down to guys being able to execute in their roles, and whenever one player would step out, the other player would close in behind. And I thought from Jacob all the way back to Luis, everyone was really compact on the night throughout 90 minutes, and that's what we needed. And I think everybody feels really good about how we defended tonight.
You kind of touched on this earlier, but I mean, there's situations during a long season, right, where you're in a position you can't worry about the aesthetics,
Yeah.
right? And you just have to grind out, and you have to find ways, no matter what ways those are.
Yeah, that's right.
To get it, right?
Well, when you asked me about Christian being out the other day, we need Christian. I'm not ever going to stop saying that, but at the same time, we also have to find solutions for this group. And I thought we came out in a really good fashion, and were aggressive in certain areas, and then we had a little bit of a different look in the second half. So from our standpoint, no matter what, we have to put the players in the right position to have success.
Jacob had a good look there
Yeah.
right at the end.
Yeah.
Little angle.
He'll want that one back, but
Yeah.
Jacob gets in that spot against Charlotte on Wednesday. I know he's going to bury it.
needs to be more spectacular. That's the thing. You
That's
can't-
right. That's right.
You can't just
Yeah.
have a simple, composed.
But like Jacob said, though, those are the ones that he wants. He wants to be really
Yeah.
consistent and putting those on target.
Can I just ask one more question about
Yeah.
a player? Rita got his first start in MLS today. Can you speak a little bit on him?
Yeah. I mean, Rita every single day shows up and trains extremely hard. Really takes his craft seriously. And I know he's been wanting more throughout his entire career, by the way. He's had different loan spells to the USL. And he was someone we identified in preseason could really help us. And I thought he had a really good performance tonight. I didn't know it was his first MLS start. But
us.
For us.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for us, that's correct. Yeah. But man, I was really happy with how he played tonight.
And Peglo seemed to get through this after his
Yeah,
layoff and all.
yeah, he wanted more minutes tonight. And
Yeah.
he was frustrated to come off, but I told him, don't worry, we got a lot of matches coming and we need you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good. Thanks.